Hello. My name is Mark. Today, instead of WWE, let's talk about AEW. Another company that I really enjoyed, but because of certain accessibility, I cannot watch it personally. But all the highlights, all the stories that they've been through, I've been enjoying it. I cannot wait for All in Texas, and I want to see how it's going to be. Hopefully, it's going to be a great show. And I'm a professional wrestling fan. I don't hate AEW. Competition is a good thing. I think it's tribalism that kind of affected certain things, and how currently, especially before CM Punk joining back to WWE, I think AEW have been in this timeline or certain things that they've kind of been doing some BS, if I'm being honest, and you can hate it or you can critique it, but to me they're doing great. First, in my personal opinion, I think they've been trying their best to get to where they are back in 2021. I think they could not do it, but they taking it slowly but maturely, hopefully, and taking things seriously. More passion, more patience towards things, and then I think they could become legitimate again, in my opinion. But let's talk about Britt Baker, an ex of Adam Cole, baby. This woman currently actively seeking to part ways with AEW. AEW, however, is not looking to release Baker from her contract. Yes, if I remember correctly, that this woman last appearance was in 2023 or early 2024, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. But after that, she went missing. I think there's some certain drama surrounding her, Maxwell, Jacob Friedman, and stuff going on. And then after that, it's just silence. There's a match between her and I think it was not Willow against some wrestler, and then in the cage match, it was revealed that the match was bad, and then the match was rating 1.81, if I remember correctly, 1 star rating. Uh, Currently, if I'm being honest, Britt Baker is talented. I think she got a huge pop back in 2021 during CM Punk years there, and then it's kind of like she was over with the fans. She had like an amazing feud with, I think, Thunder Rosa, if I remember correctly, and then CM Punk even included as the best wrestler, not the best wrestler, one of the pillars of AEW during the MJF feud. If you remember, one of the best feud in wrestling is in 2020, in that decade, the new decade. But after that, she went missing, never to been seen like for years. And then there's some stories. I'm not going to. Just you can see her Instagram stories where she's like talking about water, why certain areas have like expensive, and then she said about in that post, maybe she got from Pinterest or something, that the water didn't change, but the company changed it or something. That so kind of like doing. I'm not saying that it was kind of like Ray Phoenix type of behavior, but it was kind of like Ray Phoenix type of behavior, where Ray Phoenix is shooting the promo where while he was wearing a straight jacket and cannot escape, and she's kind of like doing it, but in the more, not in the wrestling way, but in the can let me go, baby girl, you got paid. I think I think you should talk to Tony. You should talk to the wrestler if you want to sort things out, because I think you were talking to them maybe weeks before and talk about, hey, can I do this or can I do that? I don't know. There's a lot of drama surrounding it. Maybe you talk to people that you have beef with to just sort things out before just, I don't know, fix everything before you went to TV. I think this type of thing, like, I care about Britt. I think she's talented. I'm just don't think that she's probably some AEW wrestler, but not AEW wrestler. AEW fans are looking her as like not that good. Certain because how uh, the AEW have been putting quality matches, like best of matches, especially women's side too. They putting a lot of matches, good matches. I think AEW saw, especially the fans saw Britt Baker after she kind of like take a hiatus the first time around during 2022 or something like that. She kind of like took a dip when she's returning from that hiatus and facing Mercedes Monet. She's not clicking well with the audience. Maybe some hardcore fans from AEW knows that, I think, but I never saw it. But because how dedicated AEW fans because of certain things, they may notice that. And to be honest, Tony Khan right now, the thing that I hate about wrestling contract is just they sometimes cannot let it go, or just sometimes they put it contract where you not do a non-compete clause for a certain amount. So I think uh, I want to see wrestler to give like especially the boss of the company giving more freedom to certain to every wrestler that hey, you can take a break for like a week or two and then you can go back to wrestling. I don't care, it's up to you. But right now it's just that if you're looking at Britt Baker, she's still getting paid. She's not just not doing TV. She's still getting paid. It's just that I don't know. I don't know what the contract was or just how things works. But I think you could just drop a promo on your Insta or something to promote yourself to the world that what you're doing and what you're going to do, be involved in something, or you can go to AEW, just be in a backstage area and just have ability to just give your knowledge to certain like a rookie or something. I don't know. You can do everything right now, Britt. But what you're doing to me is just unprofessional. To be honest, if you're professional, just talk to Tony. If he doesn't have an idea, you could just put your idea for just advocate for someone for now, and then keep your building your backstage energy to do something different. I know you are a graduate, and then you're now a dentist too, so you have two jobs too. If you cannot wrestle, at least you could still be involved in stories. You involve and ideas to give to Tony, not involving you, but you could put yourself in their stories. I don't know, but put in a lot of ideas and then give a critics or this or that. Be professional. But now you're doing the unprofessional thing, just doing this type of posting on the internet, which is it is what it is. Instead of like emailing or calling or meeting face to face with Tony or any AW leaderboards, leaderships or whatever. But hey, I think that's what I think about the whole thing. But if she went to WWE, what can I expect? I think she's going to NXT. Which how much tag NXT roster? Maybe she should go straight to main roster. I think main roster is needing of something new, fresh. I think Julia and Becky, Lyra cannot just take that mid card or whatever it is to the highest standard. They can, but I think that's not enough. I think they should call a lot of wrestler from NXT. I think she's perfectly fit. With Black Monroe was there, and then a new fresh of talent is NXT. I think she's fit in there, but let's see from there. But now let's see how people saying like put on TV if you ain't letting her go. Tony, you're wrong for this, man. Let her go. It's in a snake to hold on to talent that wants to leave. Let her go and build someone else. Britt Baker versus Charlotte versus Becky versus Rhea, all with print money. They don't want her to go to WWE. This is the only female from other wrestling community that I want to see in WWE. She's the first woman to ever sign with AEW. If she's actually living now, what could possibly be the reason? You think you know, just stuff, controversy, and backstage drama and stuff. AEW out here avoiding the inevitable. If you're not using her and she doesn't want to be there, what are we doing? Yes, I agree, but uh, she's getting paid, so everybody wanna go to WWE now. Lol, and WWE didn't even book the woman talent right. Yeah, shout out to the hottest. I think that's true, especially main roster, man. How they fired one of the talented women there, like Shayna, even Cora, and you can disagree on how talented she was, but I think with main roster, WWE still uh, put their fingers in the four horsewoman right now. I mean, some of them just Bailey, Becky, but the rest of it, no. They now putting a lot of things on Rhea's back. They cannot even book Io to be in defending her title. Like lackluster hope with Evolution 2. I think they should book women's right. I swear NXT gets new radicals level free agents every month from AEW. Lol. Yes, but I think it's AEW's fault for not thinking enough or thinking through everyone, or just because how stacked their roster now, just letting go some of them, which is sucks if I'm being honest. If you are going to release her, at least for on TV, then should be released if they are no longer want to continue with the company. But it's just the contract. I think it's up to Tony though. In the end, it's up to Tony. But hopefully these issues resolve. Hopefully in the future. I think it's not good for the company to hold on her. Just have a conversation and then cut her contract and then send the best regard, all the best for the endeavor and stuff. But be honest about certain things, and especially in that conversation before like cutting her contract and stuff. I think should be on professional level like that. I think it should be like that, but that's it. I think that should be it. I think for Britt Breaker times in AEW, I wish the roster surrounds her with talent. I think during that time, 2021, 2022, man, there's so much thing going on that could, especially for the women's division, probably so much better. Not Thunder Rosa not doing that, just doing basic stuff, man. How talented she is, she's not doing anything too, which is sucks. Now we got to surround with ourselves with, shout out to Mercha this morning, shout out to Tony Storm, Willow, Chris, but they need to put more women in there. I think that's the problem with AEW right now. Currently, even though they're doing amazing, but still not enough. But hey, shout out to Britt Baker. Hopefully after this, she could talk to Tony, resolve her issues, and I hope Tony let her go. Send her, just let her go, and then that's it. It's okay to let them go to WWE, and then WWE is going to release them anyway at some point, because how WWE is kind of like at some point is like out of ideas and stuff. It's the circle of life. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Share this video. Britt Baker is actively seeking to part ways with WWE. Not WWE, AEW. That's it, I guess. Goodbye.